Hey, it's Kristen and welcome back to my kitchen, and tonight I'm going to show you an easy pasta recipe that you can make for your family. So let's get going. Okay, first I have 1 brick of softened room temperature cream cheese, and then I'm adding a small container of ricotta cheese. I think this was 16 ounces. And then I'm going to add to that onion powder, garlic powder. Yes, here it is. Garlic powder, and then a teaspoon of salt, and a little bit of pepper. And then I'm going to mix all of this together. No pepper quite yet. Sorry, my fault. And then I'm going to mince up, I have like 3 garlic cloves here. I'm just going to run them over my grater here. I could just mince them up with a knife, but I kind of like the texture of grated garlic instead. Okay, and then I have a large deep-sided skillet here, nonstick, and I'm putting in some avocado oil. I really needed just like 1 tablespoon. I went a little heavy, like usual. So I'm taking about 3/4 of Italian sausage. You don't have to use Italian sausage in this recipe. You can use just ground beef if you want. That's what the original recipe says, but we prefer Italian sausage. And as you can read here, it's going to be a $1 million tortellini, baked tortellini. So I'm just taking my tater smasher here and just breaking up the Italian sausage a little bit and throwing in the grated garlic into it. And then here I'm just using this paper towel to sop up the extra oil that came off the sausage and the extra avocado oil that I put in. And then we're adding to the Italian sausage here a jar of Rao's marinara. Very good marinara. It is pricey, but it is so good, okay? It is very good. You can definitely tell the difference when you're getting a really good marinara, let me tell you. Okay, and then I let this simmer for 10 minutes, and then I'm going to add in, I forgot to tell you, I boiled a package of tortellini, fresh tortellini. It was a family size bag of the tortellini. So I just boiled that tortellini for 3 minutes. It said to do it 1 minute less than the package directions, and that's what I did. Then I drained it off, and then I put the tortellini in with the marinara sauce and the Italian sausage. And then I have a 2-quart, I think, baking dish here, and I sprayed it with nonstick spray. And then I'm laying down half of the tortellini mix. And then here comes the ricotta cream cheese mixture that I did in the beginning. So I put down half, 3/4 of it, we'll say, actually. And this is really good. It turned out really, really creamy. And you just kind of layer it a little bit. This kind of reminded me of kind of a deconstructed-ish lasagna in a way. It's good. And then I put on the rest of the tortellini mixture on top of that. So it's a little bit of a layered dish here. It is a layered dish here. Let's be honest. Okay. And then I put on the rest of the ricotta cheese mixture and cream cheese and all that good stuff. It's just the rest of it here. And then I'm going to, I had a little grated mozzarella. I didn't show you that I did that, I don't think, but I have that. And that is going to go on top along with some shredded Parmesan too. And then this is all going to go into a 350-degree oven. You want to cover it with foil, or I have a lid to this casserole dish, so I'm just going to put the lid on this. And then it's going to go in the oven. Here's the cheese I was talking about. It was, I'd say, just like, you know, 3/4 of a cup maybe. You know, if that, it doesn't take that much. You're just topping the top. You're not really putting it on the layer underneath. So yeah, just cover it, put it in the oven for 30 minutes at 350. And then after the 30 minutes, then you're going to take the lid off, or if you used foil, take the foil off, you know, however you're doing it, but take the lid off it, and then it goes in for, or it continues to cook for another 10 minutes. And I have some garlic bread down there on the bottom, right there. Oh, I dropped a tortellini on the bottom of the oven. It was starting to get burned. Anyway, here it is. It was so good. It was really good. It was really creamy. I have a family of 4. This was more than enough for my family. We could have actually had this for another night too. I have the extras in the fridge, but yeah, it makes more than enough, and it was really good and creamy. And I served it with a side Caesar salad and the garlic bread, and it made for a really good dinner. So I'll have the recipe linked in the description box below. I got it offline. Actually, I saw this recipe on another YouTuber's video, and I thought, oh, that sounds good. I should try to make that. But yeah, so coming up, please don't leave yet. I have dessert. I'm going to make homemade ice cream. My family was requesting that I make some Butterfinger ice cream, and this is the equipment you're going to need. If you have an ice cream maker, you'll use that. I love mine. I make homemade ice cream, you know, quite a bit here, on and off. So for the first one, it's going to be the Butterfinger ice cream. I'm just starting with a basic vanilla ice cream base. It's just 1.5 cups of whole milk into a medium-sized bowl. And then 1 cup plus 1/8 of a cup-ish of granulated sugar. Just right here. Very good. It's going to go in here any second. There we go. Okay, in the bucket. Okay. And then I mean, who has an 1/8 cup measure? Okay, I just kind of put a little bit more in. Put a little more in my measuring cup and throw it in. It's fine. Okay, and then you'll take your hand beater and just mix it for about 2 minutes on low speed. And this is gonna help the granulated sugar to dissolve into the whole milk. And then in another measuring cup, you're gonna measure out 3 cups of heavy cream. Like that. And then I have vanilla. And you're gonna put in 1.5 tablespoons of pure vanilla extract. And then pour those 2 ingredients into the milk and sugar. And then you're just gonna mix those together. Just mix them together. You're not, you don't have to worry about the sugar being dissolved or anything. It already is. So just mix up the cream into the milk and the sugar. Yeah, it's just a basic recipe. I mean, it's not like it has eggs in it and it's a richer kind of ice cream. It's just milk and sugar. That's all it is. Okay, and then here is the insert, I guess you call it. I'm not really sure, but yeah, I just keep this in my freezer all the time in that plastic bag to help protect it from the cold, and it just stays in there until I need it. But obviously it has to be frozen, before you use it. I mean, duh. But I always put that middle thing in backwards all the time. And then you just turn it on first and then pour in your your cream, your dairy products, if you will. You just pour it all in there. Okay, and then I let it churn for about 25 minutes. You don't want to put in your Butterfinger candies quite yet because it doesn't work that way. I've tried it before. It doesn't work right. So I unwrapped all the little Butterfingers. They were just a fun size little individually wrapped Butterfingers you get. And I just unwrap them all and I just whack them with a rolling pin to break them up and to break them up into smaller pieces. And then after the ice cream is done churning, then I mix it in. Okay, here we go. 25 minutes later, it's all done. I just do it for 25 minutes and it's fine. And then I pour it in and mix it that way instead of, it doesn't work to put it in while it's churning. I've tried it. It doesn't work out really well. So yeah, Butterfinger ice cream, done. It's really good. I love it. It's one of our favorites. Never seems to last very long once I make it. And then I just keep adding in the candy bar until I have enough in there to satisfy our craving for the Butterfinger flavor. Yes, almost better than Dairy Queen, I'd say. And then you just put it in a container that you feel comfortable putting in the freezer. This one seems to be just the right size to hold the ice cream. Okay. All right, now we're starting on to the second one. So I'm just going to do the same process over again. We're going to go 1.5 cups of whole milk into the container and so on and so forth. So this one is going to be mint Oreo ice cream. It's like a play on, mint chip ice cream, which is also my fave. Like, I could eat that all the time, every day, never get tired of it. I don't, of course. Girls gotta watch her waistline, but I love it that much. So, it's gonna just be the same as the Butterfinger ice cream, except for I'm going to add in peppermint extract and green food coloring. That's all I'm going to do to make it mint chip or mint Oreo ice cream, excuse me. So here's the peppermint and I just kind of add it in and taste it and add more or whatever, until I'm satisfied with the mint flavor. Make sure it's is strong enough for our taste. So, and then you add the vanilla. I'm going to add a little bit of the green coloring, the green food coloring, and then I'm just going to throw it all into the ice cream maker and churn it for 25 minutes, just like the other one. And then after that, then I'll add in the crushed up Oreo cookies, or, it's the knockoff, but they're Oreos, okay? Okay, mixing it up, and this is about ready to go into the ice cream maker to be churned for 25 minutes, just like the other one. And then here it is. And I know it looks really, really loose, and it looks really suspicious, like maybe something was wrong, but I think it was just the food coloring and the peppermint extract that made it looser, but it turned out fine, I promise. Here's the cookies, and I just mix those in and put them in the fridge, and it firmed up really nice. It was perfect. So try these if you want. The ice cream, it's really good. Please subscribe and like if you give me a thumbs up if you like this video. I upload several times during the week. I'm trying really, really hard to grow my channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.